I should say I walked on skis yesterday. I wouldn't call it cross-country skiing. It's nice to be outside.
It is very nice.
Right. Wow, everybody's here. Everybody who's anybody is here. Leah, Annie. We got Annie and Ann. How many Anns today? So far, 2. Kathleen, good day to you.
Hello, how are you?
And there's Katie and Christiana and Danny. Danny boy. The pipes are calling. Wow.
Yeah.
So I decided to crawl out of my bunker for this class. One of my friends said that all those idiots who posted selfies from the invasion of the Capitol committed selfie-cide. I also saw a photoshopped photo of Pelosi sitting at her desk, and mounted on the wall behind her is the guy with the horns.
That was great.
That's a little violent, but I thought it was
Goes around.
I gotta say though, even if that guy's crazy, I like his outfit. Okay. Let's get started. It's not good when I crack myself up. Thank you, Polly.
Thank you, Polly.
Hi, Paul.
Everyone.
Bye, Paul.
Yeah.
All right. I forgot to welcome Dick and Ann. Okay, open your eyes. Stop, don't meditate, stop meditating. Is that possible? Stop meditating. Okay. Just look around, look at the room you're in. You see color, you see shape, you see form. You see other people who live there, you see pets. Basically, just recognize that you're awake, you're aware, right? So you don't have to do anything, right? You're awake. It's the inherent nature of the mind to know, to cognize, if you want to use a nice Western word. So, you can close your eyes or keep them open. It's up to you. . Just rest in that awareness. It's your consciousness, your awareness, your mind descend from the head, diffusing throughout the whole body, receptive to the breath. It's not looking downward from the brain. So don't not localizing awareness in the head. Let it diffuse itself. As an Iyengar practitioner, you're very familiar with this diffusing your awareness and being receptive from the whole body. Settling into this breath right now. The only breath you can know is the one you're breathing right now.
Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Yogena Shitatsya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Chavachikena Yopakaratam Pavaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjalir Anatosmi Abahu Purushakaram Shankachakrasitaharinam Sahasrasir Samsvetam Pranamami Patanjalim. Hari Om.
Okay, take Baddha Mukha Svanasana, down dog. So bend the knees a bit and actually let the knees turn out. Move the knees wide, let the heels roll in a bit. And then with that internal rotation, drawing the inner thigh up, re-extend the knees and groins. Get that inner rotation, inner thigh, back thigh moving up, not pressing back through the knee joint, but ascending the leg bone. And lifting the sit bones up. Poke them out through your yoga shorts. And go to Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Start with concave spine. Again, slightly bend the knees, let the knees move outward. Even the feet can turn. And then internally rotating. Roll the feet back around, re-extend the groin. Draw the inner and back leg up. As if you're lifting the pelvis off the legs. Walk the hands back and gradually work deeper into Uttanasana to your capacity. Keep the side ribs long, no tension in the navel. Move the sternum a little bit away from the navel. Lengthen that internal space. No matter how far down you may go. And inhale, come up to Tadasana. Okay, take Trikonasana with your left heel into the wall. The outer edge of the foot into the wall. If you have a wall available, I hope you do. If you don't have a wall, you must be outside. So the whole outer edge to the ball mound of the small toe is flush to the wall. The toes are extended, and then take Trikonasana to the right. As you press the heel into the wall, extend the little toe to activate the arch. Don't mush the toes. And then lift the inner thigh up into the socket. Lift and lengthen away from the right ribs. Dan, left foot to the wall, not back to the wall. Left heel against the wall, the right foot out. I don't know if you can see. Rest of you come up. So you have your back to the wall, Dan. Left foot on the wall. Got it? All right, change sides. Right heel to the wall. So the outer edge of the foot is flush to the wall, only to the ball mound though. And then extend out, take the left arm down. As you ground that foot and anchor into the wall, extend the little toe, the fourth toe, little toe. Then draw the leg up. Move out of that right hip. And inhale, breath, come up. Okay, back right foot to the wall, paschimotanasana. Uttita paschimotanasana. Grounding the outer heel, but extending the little toe, fourth toe. Bend the right leg to the square, right hand to the floor. See if you can take your upper arm behind your ear. So, bent leg pose, Joey, right hand outside the foot. So, side angle, but with the back foot to the wall. Got it? All right. Just let me get this off my chest. Oh, I'm getting sick of Zoom yoga. All right, inhale, breath, come up, change sides. Even though without it, how would I see you lovely people? Change sides. Right foot to the wall, left leg out. So grounding the heel, but extending the fourth and fifth toe. Bend the leg, extend out over the thigh. So from the heel, extend to the fingertips. So hold, take the arm over the ear, Mangala. That's it. So the arm should feel like it's drawing you out, closing the gap between the left waist and the top of the thigh. At least energetically. Take the upper arm deep into the socket and take it behind your ear if you can. And turn the armpit chest to help you do that. That's it, Joy. I'm so joyful you did that. And deep inhalation come up. Hey, my God. Left foot to the wall, right foot forward. Virasana 1. So turn the back foot in about 2/3, weight there. Back foot to the wall, Mangalaji. All right, take the arms up. Weight there. No, Mangala. Left heel to the wall, right leg forward. Can you see? My back heel's into the wall. I'm facing away from the wall with my heel on the wall. All right. Take the arms up and press into the heel as you bend the leg. As you press into the heel, though, pull up strongly on the inner knee. Take the arms way back and look up if you can. Ground the heel, but pull up on the inner knee, inner thigh, and lift off that back leg. Now from there, just turn open into Virabhadrasana 2, keeping your back foot at the wall. Adjust slightly maybe. Open up to Vira 2. So come on up into the square, Victoria, arms extended. Vira 2. There you go. Slightly turn your chest from right to left, because you'll tend to over-rotate toward the bent leg. No, just face forward. Yeah. Inhale, breath, come up. I know we're moving fast this morning. Right heel to the wall, left foot forward. Lift that inner arch, press the heel. Pull up on the back, inner knee and thigh as you sit down into Vira 1, arms up. That's it. Then open to Virabhadrasana 2. Try not to knock V over. So release the chest, belly slightly left to right. Don't over-rotate toward the bent leg. Keep the torso in Tadasana. And then inhale, breath, come up. Okay, stand with your back to the wall. Have a belt. Or hook the big toe into Uttita Hasta Padangushtasana. So you hold the right foot with your hand or with your belt, but if you're holding with your hand, the right shoulder blade stays on the wall. Take your left arm up. If you're using the grip of the hand. Lift the leg with the hand, with the arm. Okay, take the left arm to the side and the right leg to the side. Use that dresser there, Smadar. Good. Don't knock the painting off the wall. Okay, back to front. Bring the right leg into half lotus. Or just cross the knee, cross the ankle over the knee. Hold with the hand if you need to. Take the right arm up. Don't try to push the knee back toward the wall. Extend the outer thigh down toward the floor. Press the foot against the thigh. Some of you might be able to keep the foot there and take the other arm up. You gotta push hard to do that. All right, release, come down, reset. Thank God you've only got 2 legs, right? All right, left leg up with the strap or holding the foot. If you're holding the foot though, don't rotate the chest. Keep the left shoulder blade on the floor. And then the right arm up. You can grab your wall rope if you want. Stand tall up out of the standing leg, and you'll tend to sink to the outer heel of the right leg, so roll to the inner heel. Okay, right leg arm to the side, left leg to the side, whoops. Then bring the leg into half lotus, if you can, or just cross the ankle about knee height. Keep the foot as dorsiflexed as possible. Start with the left arm up. Tuck the sit bone under. Press the foot against the thigh. If you can hold it there, stretch the other arm up. Bring the arms down and release. Going to Uttanasana. Inhale, come up. Just a very short stay in Uttanasana. Step wide to Prasarita Padottanasana. Neutral spine, concave spine to start. Extend the trunk and arms out into a down dog position. Roll firmly to the inner heel, but spread from the big toe toward the little toe at the same time. Roll to the inner heel. Draw the legs up, and then walk the arms back gradually to take the trunk and the head down. Relax behind the navel, relax behind the heart center. Keep the foot very active. Tadasana foot. Intelligize the area. Those of you who can, walk the hands even farther back and turn your palms up. But keep the lift in the shoulder blades. That's good. Then bring the palms back to the floor, but those of you who can, have your hands in line with your feet. Fingers pointing forward again now, bent elbows. Then keep the hands as far back as you can and extend into concave neutral spine. Walk forward just enough to be able to re-extend the spine to Tadasana. And then inhale, breath, come up. Go to Tadasana and wait there. Okay. And sirsasana, some form of head balance or head supported forward bend. A version of that. Christiana, are your shoulders touching the wall? Okay. That's good. You have very happy feet this morning, I noticed. Quite wide. All right. So there's always weight on the head, right? It varies day to day, sometimes even within the pose. So we adjust that by grounding our forearms. Inner elbow to inner wrist, but the hands and fingers are loose. So there is weight on the head, but you should never feel like you're pushing the skull downward into the floor. Just let it rest on the floor. But from the grounding of the forearms and the lifting of the upper arm and shoulder blades, the neck gets lighter. There should never be any sense of weight on the neck. On some days there's more weight on the head, other days maybe less. That's good, Dan. Yeah, good. Now really extend that upper leg. Press up through the inner heel, into the wall. There you go. And those of you who are hanging from the inside the back of the skull, have a sense of that releasing, descending. It's not a push, it's just a release from the occiput. Yeah? Make sure you're not gripping toward where the neck comes out of that occipital foramen, I think it's called. And those of you who can stay with it, take a Baddha Konasana. And then Upavishta, those of you who can go to the next level. Compact hips, rotate the thighs in, rotate the pelvis anteriorly, so the lumbar sacrum coccyx move up and in. The tendency is to lean into the lower back. Bring the feet a little forward, like you're almost coming toward the midline with the feet, but not actually moving the legs. Then re-extend the legs back up into sirsasana. Wait there. Reset. So you're keeping the neck safe as you gradually come out of the pose. Remember, coming out of the pose is doing the pose. As Prashant has reminded us. Rest with your head down if you were And now, the pose you've all been waiting for.
Supta virasana.
supta, virasana. Use height if you need it. You don't have to use height if you don't need it. Have room to extend your arms over your head. Excuse me. You may ask yourself, how did I get here? You like that one, huh, Annie? Another thing David Byrne said that I think the Buddha would agree with is, we're on a road to nowhere. But it's an interesting, long and winding road to nowhere. So settle onto your support and really let the back rest on the support, especially the lower back ribs. Let go any gripping there. That may take a minute or two. It's not, so you shouldn't feel like you're pushing downward into the support. You're really releasing onto it as much as you can. Especially the lower back ribs, the kidney area. Very, very slightly lengthen the exhalation. Slightly slower, longer exhale. Just a tiny bit, less is more, not dramatic. And then recognize that natural suspension, pause. At the exhalation, the diaphragm transitions from exhalation to inhalation. Now, the inhalation will come probably just slightly more quickly, but don't pull it in. Let it come. Slightly slower exhale, recognizing the pause, this point of natural suspension. And then recognize what the mind is like at that moment. So that quietness, that pause begins to become reflected in the mind. So each breath tells you how to adapt and adjust the next breath. Relax the intentional breath. Rest, stay with the breath, stay breath awareness, but relax the intentional breath, that intention to lengthen the exhale. Extend your legs. So that slightly longer exhale breath, you can do that anytime during the day. I've even said so in Light on Pranayama and in the live classes I've been at. If you just need to sort of reconnect, chill out a little bit, during the day you can take a few breaths, slightly longer exhale. It's really nice to notice what the mind is like at that moment. Very quiet. Okay. Do I say okay a lot? I've been accused of that. By someone I live with. All right. My cat, I think, told me that. Okay. Actually, yesterday morning, I swear my cat said, hello. It's really weird. All right. Viparita dandasana. You can bend back over the bed or the couch there, Smadar. I don't know what you have, or you can do cross bolsters or figure something out. Oh, you have a nice, look at that nice tree. Okay, that might work. Cross bolsters is good. Yeah, so Dan, go a little farther back so the back, very upper part of the back of the skull is touching the floor. Slide off more. Actually, yeah, slide off more. Let the head tilt back a little. Just a little bit. There you go. You can plant your feet if you need to and tuck. Yeah? Yeah, good. Extend from the top of the buttocks to the sit bone. Roll the thighs in and ground the femur. Then extend the waist and the lumbar spine. So you're connecting the lumbar spine to the thoracic, and as you dome the sternum, the thoracic spine domes along with it. Let the sternum dome, creating space for the thoracic spine to lengthen out of the lumbar and dome as well. It's like the inner-outer curve of a rainbow. They're symmetrical. It's not that the underside of the rainbow curve has to push. It flows with the curve of the upper side of the rainbow. All you rainbow gathering people. Rhythmic inhale, exhale. Take the arms over the head at any time. Some people like to do it right away, others not at all. So it's up to you when you want to do it. Recharge the grounding of the femur to extend the torso and the legs. Find the symmetry in your breath and in your spine. Right side, left side. Cleave not thy tongue to the roof of thy mouth. Another half a minute. It's there. All right, we're going to take the step out of the chair for the twist today. So sit with your right side toward the chair. All right, we're going to twist toward that chair, but have a block between the knees. My guru used to say, can you see now? Feet parallel, block a little above the inner kneecap, inner shin bone, thigh bone, and inner knee. And you twist to the right, but pull a little with my left arm and press with my right. But I'm also pulling down with my hands to help drop the triceps and the trapezius. Squeeze the block a little more from the right knee as you lift from the left floating rib, lumbar, and turn. Use your obliques. If you can see me on the screen, I don't know if you can, you actually use your obliques. that ujjayi exhale. You can go in and out of it a few times. And then release the grip and hold the twist. Sit taller from the left side to twist. Okay, back off a little and take your left arm outside your thigh toward the back leg of the chair. The right hand can adjust a little bit. If you have that range, otherwise hold the seat of the chair. Again, squeeze in from the right knee a bit. Use that right hand to lift. And again, use your obliques a few times. Lean back slightly. Find that back bend. Notice if you can, reach even farther down. You can adjust the hand, the upper hand. Lean back. Keep the right outer thigh into the socket strongly and squeeze in from the knee. Okay, release. Change to the other side. Walk between the knees. Turning to the left, starting gradually. Pull down with the hands to draw down from the triceps, the back of the upper arm, and the trapezius. Push a little with your left hand, pull a little with your right. Turning your abdomen, use your abdominals, use your obliques. In and out of it a few times, lift higher, return, and then release the grip. Sit high from the right waist, shifting the right ribs to the left a little, turn more. Shoulders down. Okay, back off slightly. Take the right arm outside, or hold the chair, whatever your range of motion might be, even if it's just a little. Left hand you can put it anywhere that works, actually. Lean back a little. Use your obliques and your breath. When I use my obliques, I can give myself the illusion my happiness disappears. I mean the happiness in my belly. My mental happiness increases. So the left hip sucks into the socket as you squeeze in a little from the left knee. Find the back bend. And then release out of the pose. I hope you were doing that. I had just my speaker on. You could have been sitting there filing your nails for all I know. So if you twist a lot like that, V, you can give yourself the illusion of your happiness being what it was 30 years ago. Okay.
Before gravity set in.
Lots of happiness. All right, it's time for shoulder stand. Some version of sarvangasana or viparita or satyabandha. Sarvangasana is available today. Oh, I'm back. Did you miss me?
Miss you.
Okay, so let's see.
Belt, belt, belt.
So Anne, I hope you're getting some compensation for helping Dick out. Okay, keep the knees pointed up toward the ceiling, but bend the knees. Don't let the knees fall forward. Keep the feet very strong, dorsiflexed. Pull the heels in, down and in. Press the hands into the back. Tuck the tail, almost as if you were going to drop back, but not quite. Take the lumbar sacrum deep in and take the thighs farther back. Pull the heels in tight. Almost cramp those hamstrings. Extend the thighs up. And re-extend the legs. All right, take halasana. Legs wide, supta konasana.
Bless you.
Arms over the head. In supta konasana, walk in, hold the feet if you can. If not, just extend the arms. Now send the back body Inner back muscles engage. Untuck the chin a little. Length side neck stays long. So Susan, at the wall in viparita karani, take the feet wider and roll them in. Roll the thighs in. There you go. Walk the right leg over to the left leg. Hands on the back again, sorry. And once you've done the gross movement, wait a few breaths and then see if you can walk a tiny bit more to your left. And then open the legs back to supta. Right there. And walk the left leg over to the right. Wait there, a few breaths, and if you can, a tiny bit more to the right. Halasana. Ramanan recommends the halasana poses for the ascending and descending colon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to supta. Okay, arms over the head again. Bring the legs back together. And then bend the knees to karnapidasana. Knees dropping down by the karna, the ear. You don't want to pull them in, you just descend them. Now obviously there's going to be a little rounding quite a bit of rounding in the back. Let the side neck stay long. Very, very subtle, light floating away, the chin away from the throat. Don't jerk it back. And then release and roll out of the pose. Okay, sit in dandasana. Okay, open the left leg hip way back for janu sirsasana. So this is the pose of the week. We're not gonna stretch out, extend out over the leg right away. Go forward from between the hips. Okay. Reach back through the groin, draw the inner thighs to the sockets. Soft belly. Keep the arms a little wider than the armpits. Shoulders down and away from the neck. The right leg tends to tilt out, so roll it in. Keeping the torso low, swing around, left hand or right foot, but bring your right arm, if you can see what I'm doing, way out to the side. And leverage that hand and lift and turn. Lift your abdomen, lower spine over the thigh, then back to neutral with the head. Keep the right arm out there for leverage, to keep the twist and extension of the left side. abs are soft. You're not using your abs when you hold, but when you lift and twist, you're using your obliques like you did in the chair twist. Once you've got the twist going a few times, then hold it and release the grip. If you've overturned your head, adjust so you're just straight forward looking at your foot. But keep lengthening and shifting from left to right with your lower rib cage. Feel free to go down to your capacity. And inhale, breath, come up. Change sides, open the right hip way back. And then again, we're going to start by extending forward in between the hips with the hands a little wider than the armpit. Start gradual, of course. Draw the inner thighs to the sockets. Extend to your capacity. Some may bring the head down. And the torso relatively low, twisting right hand to left foot. Left arm way out to the side. Extend, use that left hand to lift and twist, shift right to left with your rib cage. Bringing your navel up and around over the center of the thigh. You go in and out of that a few times with your ujjayi breath, using your abdominal obliques. If you can sustain that, feel free to leave the left-handed foot, but most of you should just keep that left arm out to the side today. Now focus more on extending back through the groin, then lengthen the torso again. And inhale, breath, come up. Very nice. The Borat School of Yoga. All right. Very nice. All right, paschimotanasana. Whatever that is, right? Extend both of your legs, reach out, hold your foot, and pull as hard as you can, pushing the spine toward the... No, God, don't do that. Paschima means the west, the back of the body. Paschimotanasana. Paschimotanasana. So lift your happiness up out of the bowl of your pelvis, extend forward, hold your feet. Elbows go a little bit wide. Lengthen the front spine. Lengthen the front of the body, the torso internally. Create space for the spine to flow or fall into, rather than pushing. You're not pushing from the back spine toward the chest. Create space in the how should I say this? The interior from the pubic bone through the sternum. Extend your sternum. No tension in the neck, throat, jaw, eyes, eardrums. shavasana. You know, I actually think, V, that you made that up a long time ago. Shavasana, time to relax. The reason you actually came to class today. Well, one of the reasons. Now, you do know that shava means corpse. This is corpse pose. Interesting. A minute or two to settle. Let go, let loose everywhere, breath moving freely, effortlessly. Simply be present. The breath is allowed to flow freely. No obstruction, no agenda, just the way it is. refresh your mindfulness if you've drifted. Rest easily in that effortless awareness, knowing this body, breath, and mind, just as they are right now. Dedicate the merit gathered through this practice, lasting happiness, welfare, freedom of all beings everywhere. Om
Pranamada 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 Parnasya Panamadaya Panamivavashishite. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Hari
Hari
Om.
Om.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste.
Stay well.
Thanks, William.
You're welcome, Suzanne.
Thank William. You have a good week.
See you.
Out of trouble.
You too, Patty. Stay out of
Thank you,
trouble.
Ann.
That's right.
Good class. Bye, Suzanne.
Don't forget to binge the Bridgertons.
I did. I loved it. Loved it.
Wasn't that fun? I thought that was fun. Yeah.
I guess there's a whole string of books, so this could be.
There's 8 of them.
Oh my goodness. So you've read them,
No. I like the diversity of the cast.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I like that they didn't mention anything about it except one little.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. What about the Queen marrying the?
He married
Yeah.
a woman of color, right? So then
Right.
that
Yeah.
opened
Yeah.
up. Never met again.
Also,
Release
there's a
weekend.
really good documentary out on the history of black film on Netflix. I saw about 2/3 of it last night. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it.
All right, I'll put it on my
Yeah.
list. Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have anything to watch, right?
Thank you, William.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you, William.
Nice weekend.
Aloha.
You too. Bye, Mangalaji.